This is my persuasive speech on dress codes in high school. So in high school, most students tended to disagree with the dress code. They just did not want a dress code and they wanted to wear what they wanted to wear. So this led to students breaking the rules, and then that means that they ended up getting in trouble and going to the principal's office, and a lot of the times getting suspended. This caused them to also miss class, so then they had to make up the work, which is not suitable. So why exactly is there a dress code if so many people are going to break it? The more obvious reason is that it makes the students appear more appropriate. While I was doing research, I found that schools and administration believe that students who are forced to accommodate to a dress code rather than wear what they personally want to wear will be better prepared for their future in a professional career. Now, how schools function over here in opposition to the West Coast are very different. On the West Coast, specifically in California, many schools have an anti-dress code, which allows students to wear whatever they want, basically what they believe is appropriate. While in Southern schools, we tend to either have A, strict dress codes, or B, we have to wear uniforms. Now, my school was not lucky enough to get uniforms, so we all argued over what dress code was. So another thing about Southern schools is that they're very strict on female dress code. Now at my school, the boys had 3 rules. They couldn't sag, they couldn't wear hoodies or sunglasses, and they had to wear a shirt that wasn't a tank top. Now for girls, the list goes on. For example, the girls had to have tank tops or sleeves that were at least 3 fingers width, and their shirts could not show their bra straps, their bra could not show through their shirt. If you wore shorts, it had to be fingertip length. If there were holes in your pants, they had to be knee length or below. So that's just to give a few examples. Now, one of the controversial topics on why girls' dress code is so strict is that some believe that boys' attention span in class is based off of how girls dress. Now, I personally don't agree with this. I believe that every student, male or female, should be held responsible to do their work and to focus in class. And also, regardless of if you're a male or a female, dress code should apply to everybody. It shouldn't give one person a reason to not focus in class. Another controversial problem in my school was administration allowing certain athletic teams to wear their uniforms that were not dress code to class. They were biased towards some teams, which kind of confused me, but then again it really doesn't, because a lot of people hold bias towards certain groups. But examples, cheerleaders and volleyball were allowed to wear their uniforms to school, while tennis, track, and soccer were not allowed to. And this doesn't really make sense for me. I believe that dress code should be equal for everybody. Now, there is a solution to this, to not hold a bias. And by this, I don't mean just have a dress code and say that everybody has to follow it, because a lot of schools already do that. My solution to this problem is uniforms, which I did not have the luck of having in high school, although I wish I did have them. But uniforms are an easy approach to a dress code, and it requires all students to wear the same clothes of the same value, not making one student feel any less than another. In the long run, this can also save time, like getting ready for school in the morning, and money out of our parents' wallets, not having to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on 20 new outfits for every occasion, for every school event. So I think that it's a positive to have uniforms, because it makes every student equal and to be held on the same level of responsibility when it comes to what they wear. Now, at the beginning of the year, whenever uniforms are decided to be enforced, I think both the parents, the students, the administrators, staff should know exactly what the dress code is and what is expected of the students. A paper or an agreement should be signed saying that the student and the parent both understand as to what is expected of their child. I think this is a simpler way to make everybody equal when it comes to dress code and for it not to be such a controversial topic. If everybody's wearing the same thing, then there's no need to argue on what is and what isn't in dress code. And lastly, I think one of the biggest moves that could be made would be by the administration and staff. Once uniforms are enforced in schools, I believe that the teachers and the administration should also be required to change the way they dress if they do not already dress professionally. I think that the teachers and administration should really dress in a style that is almost similar in a sense to the students, but maybe in a more professional way. While the students might be wearing khakis and a polo, then the teachers and administration could still wear khakis. Like if it's a male teacher, they could be wearing khakis and a blazer and a dress shirt, still in the same style but in a more professional sense. So I think overall that's the best solution to dress code controversy all across the United States. Thank you.